Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Ujjwal Whatifs and I am back with a new video. It's a part 7 of what if Ash started his Pokemon journey with Mew. The Ujjwal Whatifs, previously known as Story Master 2.0 and 3.0, am the writer and editor of this series. And before we start, let's give the answer to my last question of who was the first Pokemon of Ash hatched from a Pokemon egg in this series. And the answer is Shiny Mew. The one who answer correctly are at Drowning Gameplay 1204, at Tylerholder 4946, at Catermobiles-U1Y, at Paruhangrai-E2G, and at Aldbold. A loud shout out to those 5. Now let's begin. Previously, Ash conquered Fuchsia Gym, wins his 6th badge via Charmeleon, wins Laramie Ranch Race with Ponyta evolving into Rapidash, rescues Tomo from Team Rocket and help him reunite with his parents, hatches twin Shiny Eevee, hauls Safari Zone catches and Suicune joins, delivers meds to Sunny Town, frees Wild Pikachu, helped Duplika's Ditto, his Pokemon evolves, and later saved Mikey's Eevee from forced evolution. Now let's continue. Our heroes were looking for a place for rest, but on their way, they encounter a group of people trying to wake a sleeping Snorlax who was blocking the route of the water canal of the nearby town. Ash decided to help them and used his psychic power to woke the snoring Snorlax up. Upon being interrupted midway through his sleep, Snorlax got furious and attacked our heroes, but Ash with his Mew easily subdued him and added him in his team upon realizing his strength. Then our heroes helped in removing the spiky vines from the water canal route and water started to flow normally again. Then soon they departed from there. In their way, Ash and team stopped for lunch like always, and after lunch Ash went to train with his Pokemons and had some battle with some passing trainers who challenged Ash upon noticing him train with his Pokemon. They all lost to Ash's Froakie, and after 10 consecutive wins, Froakie evolved into Frogadier. Ash's shiny Charmeleon came out of his ball and looked at Frogadier for a while, then smirked and told him that he is still stronger. But instead of taking it seriously, Frogadier also smirked and challenged Charmeleon for a battle, which sometime later after giving their all ended in draw. Both of them smirk at each other and collapse to the ground. Seeing that Ash sighed on their newly formed rivalry, then heal and returned them to their cherished balls, then packed his thing with his friends and left the area. Later, our heroes arrived in the Dark City, where they helped the residents from the Yas and Kaz Gym. Ash defeated the gym leaders and their Pokemon, Scyther and Electabuzz, using his newly caught female Charmander, which he exchanged with his Gyarados for training purposes and his Bulbasaur, while others handled the gym members. Later after that, Ash told the gym leaders to turn over a new leaf and help the townsmen from now on and repair all the damage they had caused over the years. From the side, the gym inspector walked in, who was none other than our beloved Nurse Joy. She agreed with Ash and then told the gym leaders that they would only receive their gym license after doing exactly what Ash had instructed. They agreed and went with their gym members to help the townsmen. Ash and team then said their goodbyes to the residents and left the town. Sometime later, Ash and team visited a nearby carnival where they met a struggling magician and his execute. They helped him with some of his tricks, but as they were helping, chaos occurred, and the cause of the chaos were a herd of Exeggutor stampeding in the carnival, and from one of their mind Ash found the cause. It was Team Rocket who wanted to catch them but instead scared them to this chaos. Ash used his psychic powers to calm them with no avail because of the numbers. So instead he used the traditional way and released his Charmeleon and female Charmander. Both used their full power flamethrower to stop the herd but were still not enough, and as Ash was encouraging them both to go further, female Charmander started to glow, evolving, and after she evolved into Charmeleon they dealt with the herd of Exeggutor. Then everyone congratulated female Charmeleon for evolving. Then later, after everything calmed down, our heroes left the carnival and continued their journey. Later on their way, our heroes met a young girl named Cassandra in the middle of a forest who is trying to help her weak Paris evolve into a Parasect. Her goal was to harvest the medicinal mushrooms from Parasect back to create a miracle potion. Brock, seeing a beautiful girl, proposed to her on the spot but was handled by Misty. Then Ash helped Cassandra and simulated some fake battles with Paris against his newly caught Bagon, Bulbasaur and Pikachu, where they acted as they lost to Paris, which gave her the confidence to evolve into Parasect. But right after her evolution, Team Rocket interrupted, wanting to catch the Parasect, but were utterly defeated by Parasect's poison attacks, and with Pikachu's Thunderbolt they were sent flying off. Later on, Cassandra thanked our heroes, then bid farewell to them and went to her lab to continue her research. Ash and team did the same and left the forest. Later, our heroes arrived in Neon Town, a boisterous town where the residents are constantly irritable due to a lack of sleep. Ash and team helped the residents with a Jigglypuff, who was seeking recognition for her dream of singing. So she helped the residents and sang her lullaby on a loudspeaker, making all of them fall asleep. Expect our heroes because of Ash and Serena's psychic soundproof barrier which they made around the group, leaving them untouched. Jigglypuff, seeing our heroes unaffected by her singing, was overjoyed because for the first time she had awake an audience for her. So she made her mind and went to Serena, the most elegant-looking girl in the group, and asked to go along with her. Serena, overjoyed, caught Jigglypuff immediately. Later, when the residents woke up, they became energetic and lively, and continued their day-to-day life, while Ash and team left the town, being left unknown to the residents. Later, our heroes found out about a fossil harvesting festival in the Grandpa Canyon. They decided to participate and went there. In Grandpa Canyon, they met Professor Oak and Sycamore with Gary. Ash and Serena had a quiet reunion with them. Then our heroes, along with Gary, went for the fossil hunt. Ash used his aura to scan the whole canyon, and just then everyone heard a sound of a blast. They run to the sound and saw a massive hole in that area and Team Rocket running away from there. Ash, seeing that, sighed and shook his head, and as he was walking away, he heard a loud cry of a Pokemon, and soon after 2 angry Aerodactyls whoosed past him from the hole in the open and started to launch Hyper Beam everywhere. Ash's both Charmeleon came out of their Cherish Ball and challenged the fossil Pokemons, then started to attack them with no avail. Seeing the Charmeleon fail, both the Aerodactyls mocked them. Being mocked, both of the Charmeleon's anger rose, and soon they together started to glow and evolved into their final evolution, Charizard, one being black while other orange. And right after the evolution, they took a flight and showed the Aerodactyls who the true bosses are, as they beat the fossil Pokemon senseless with their Metal Claw and newly learned move Dragon Pulse and Dragon Tail. Then with a powerful seismic toss from the Charizards, both of the fossil Pokemons fall to the ground and lose consciousness, where Ash and Gary caught them. Soon both Charizard also landed and roared to the sky in triumph and got cheers from everyone. Ash also congratulated them, then returned them to their Cherish Ball and went to the hole from where the Aerodactyls came, and sensing something, went inside with the help of a rope and explore the cave with his friends. Soon they found a group of other fossil Pokemons like Omanite, Omastar, Kabuto, and Kabutops, and as they moved deep inside, everyone found some unique fossils, while Serena and Misty both also found a unique Pokemon eggs. Then soon after they returned to the Professor Oak and Sycamore, where they told everything they found about the cave, and Professor Oak, upon learning about other alive fossil Pokemons inside there, immediately stopped the festival and made the mountain a sanctuary for the Pokemons. Then Professor Sycamore requested Ash for his keystone, which he got from Mew on his birthday, and promised to return it in a month. Ash nodded and gave him the keystone, and after a night of camping together, Ash and team bid farewell to everyone and left the mountain to continue their journey. A few hours later, our heroes were walking on a road when suddenly a truck rushed past them and was about to hit a tree trunk, but just in time Ash and Serena used their psychic powers and with little help from Mew easily saved the truck from crashing. Soon Officer Jenny on her motorcycle also rushed in and then arrested the driver, who was none other than Team Rocket, who were trying to run away with a truckload of Pokemons but lost their control in the mayhem, but were saved by Ash, Serena and Mew. Officer Jenny thanked our heroes. Ash and team replied with a nod, then said goodbye to her and continued their journey. That's all for today. Now it's a question time. Who was Ash's first psychic-type Pokemon after Mew in this series? First 5 to answer this correctly will get shoutout on my next video. But time to answer this question is limited to 2 days. If you enjoy this video, then please give a like and share it with your friends. Also subscribe this channel to get more amazing what ifs in the future. Alright then, see you guys on my next video. Goodbye, farewell and sayonara.